How's it going on? This is the Anime Man. I don't know if I'm the only one that has noticed this recently, but it seems like there has almost been this renaissance of people who have suddenly come out and said, I love Japan. I feel that especially applies with a lot of YouTubers, Twitch streamers, and online personalities and celebrities and stuff like that. All of a sudden, these people that I thought had absolutely zero connection to Japan are coming on out and saying, hey, yeah, I've always loved Japan. I love going to Japan. I've always wanted to go to Japan. I love Japanese things. Yay, Nippon. And look, I might be calling out these people somewhat in a very facetious manner, but in all honesty, I fucking love that notion. I mean, as someone who is half Japanese themselves and has been living in Japan for half of his life and basically deals with Japanese things, Japanese otaku culture things on this very YouTube channel, I couldn't be any happier to have a bunch of new people who are suddenly interested in things about Japan and wanting to come to Japan, things like that. It makes it a lot easier for me to relate to these people. And I feel it's because of that that I've had the absolute honor and amazing privilege to befriend a lot of amazing content creators, a lot of which I highly look up to as just regular content creators, but also a lot of them, not gonna lie, kind of idolize. But idolize and respecting aside, I wanted to actually see how much these Japan lovers, quote unquote, actually know their shit about Japan. So what I decided to do is put my Nippon thinking cap on and create the ultimate Japan quiz and test some of my YouTuber and streamer friends to see who knows the most about Japan. And I don't want to try and make this sound like a flex, but this might possibly be one of the most insane collabs that YouTube has ever seen.
Wait, you didn't tell me it was the ultimate Japan quiz. You just said it was a Japan quiz.
Japan quiz.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. I love the Nihon.
Well, crown me already, because I'm winning this. I don't know why I went in so confident. I know I'm gonna look at this.
Oh my god. It's gonna be so embarrassing if I fail.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous, Joey.
Thanks, man. I feel great being filmed and you can't see me and I can't see you. It's me alone with the camera and your voice.
I like Japan, true, but the weeb stuff is only so I know what my audience is into. It's actually cultural studies. It's homework, really, for my stream.
Perfect. I'm excited. Is there like a prize if I win?
You win the love and affection of the Japanese people.
What? Every single one of them? Okay, this is high stakes. Holy shit. Okay.
So much respect at once that I would love to receive.
This is a quiz, as the name suggests, that will be used to test your knowledge and expertise on Japan, and you'll be going up against several rather large YouTubers and Twitch streamers to fight for the right to be called the King/Queen of Japan.
Okay, I kind of want the title. That sounds so cool.
Basically, I have created a 10-question multiple choice.
I don't need multiple choice. It's easy.
So even if you have no idea, you can at least take somewhat of an educational guess. Questions will pretty much vary. All of them will have to do with Japan in some regards, whether it be about food, culture, pop culture, just strange and interesting facts about Japan that make Japan unique as it is. Basically, it's a mixed bag.
I can't wait to probably be at the bottom of the list.
If Kaho's doing it too, I mean, I'm going up against like actual Japanese people, so hopefully top 3. That's what I'm aiming for.
I feel like a lot of the knowledge that I have will be like secondhand knowledge.
I've never been to Japan. I've only watched Abroad in Japan and Paolo, because I feel like they're the 2 YouTubers I can think of that go deep into Japan culture, geography, and stuff.
I feel like I'm setting myself up to be roasted by weebs here, but let's do it.
If I fail, if I get a score less than like 7, I am gonna have to like commit seppuku or something live on camera right here, right now.
The outro of this video is just a live seppukuing of Chris.
With this blue pen. Let's do it. Let's get this quiz underway.
Which quintessentially Japanese dish actually originates from Portugal?
Tempura. Easy.
Can you give me the definition of the word quintessential?
So... A. Sushi. B. Ramen. C. Takoyaki. Or D. Tempura.
My thought process is, as far as I know, traditionally, fried foods in Japan are not super huge. I might be wrong, but based on the knowledge that I have in my brain, that's what makes sense. I am going to go with tempura.
I actually thought that it was the Netherlands or something, but I knew that tempura wasn't from Japan originally. I was like, okay, well, as long as it's tempura, then it's probably that I'm probably just confused.
It's not ramen and it's not sushi. I've already Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 50-50. I'm gonna say takoyaki. That's right on the ocean, right? Portugal? It makes sense that they would be catching octopus there.
I don't know if it's an obvious answer or if it's like, oh shit, sushi was never Japanese at all to begin with. I don't think ramen would be the answer because Portugal's a hot place and I don't think they'd be eating soup all that much. Let's go with tempura.
Off rip, I'm thinking Portugal, also by the sea. Interestingly, I feel like it can't be sushi or ramen, or else that'd be like a known fact. Like people would talk about that. It'd be like a fun, annoying fact you would have at every ramen or sushi spot. I'm gonna go with tempura. Final answer.
Man, you just dropped quintessentially in the first question. This is not your old kindergarten quiz here. This is some serious shit. I could just be the biggest idiot and the comments go wild, but I actually think it's ramen. And my thought process is the noodles. I really think that might have originated from Portugal. I think I'm gonna be a real fucking dummy if I get this wrong, but I'm going in. I'll go in dick in hand. I'm ready to go. I'm going for it. Ramen.
It's C.
I thought sushi was introduced from Norway. If I watched that YouTube video that said it.
This man knows a little bit about sushi.
Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but or was it the opposite? No, it came. Fuck, I'm done. Okay, I'm inclined to go with tempura.
D tempura.
Oh wow, very confident.
Yay!
All right, well, final answer?
Yes.
If I were to put my money on the line, I'm going to say takoyaki, which I believe is fried squid balls.
The correct answer is D, tempura.
Darn it! I had no idea what the heck you were saying, so I was just trying to pick which one would be the hardest one to guess.
Yes!
Okay, sweet. Hey!
God, that was my other...
Woo! Let's go! Oh, I'm the greatest Japanese YouTuber!
Let's go! There's no octopi out in the Atlantic Ocean.
I was actually gonna say it's either that or tempura, but I didn't want to put any kind of like stakes on it. I wanted to just go full in.
Yes!
Oh yes! One down.
Shit, that was my backup answer, dude. Shit.
That's what they all say when they get the question wrong. That was my other answer. Okay, I'll give you the point then. You just fucking knew that. Even before I've read out the choices, you just knew that.
I thought this was the ultimate quiz, not the I googled quiz questions before I did this quiz and then put them in my quiz.
You know what's funny is because there's another dish I think that they took from Spain. It's the French. They call it croquette. Might be French.
Oh yeah, korokke. Yeah, korokke.
I think it's French, but it's like really big in Japan, right?
Yeah, it's really big in Japan. Wow, you know your shit.
I'm just French. That's the only reason I know that one. My mom used to make that.
I think I heard about it in like a Japanese class. I went in a Japanese history class back in elementary school, middle school. I don't know.
Really? Because when I was doing research for these questions, I had no idea that was originally from Portugal. Yeah, it just seems like a Japanese thing. Which of these car manufacturers is not Japanese? A. Daihatsu. B. Lexus. C. Hyundai. Or D. Nissan.
I hope this is just a freebie. There's definitely one of those that's not like the others in there, I would say. I think I've got to go for the obvious one. I'm going to go Lexus.
B, Lexus, lock it in. Lexus does not sound that weeb, right?
C, Hyundai, they're a South Korean company.
Lexus is Japanese because Lexus is the luxury version of Toyota. I think Hyundai's Korean.
Hyundai. C. That's a Korean company, I think.
It's Hyundai. They're Korean.
Lexus. B. It just is the one that sounds the least Japanese.
C, Hyundai. Because it's Korean, isn't it?
Lexus sounds super not Japanese, but the fact that you brought it up makes me nervous. I think Hyundai, I think it's Korean. I'm going to go with Hyundai.
Yeah, it's Nissan, I think.
C, Hyundai? It doesn't really sound Japanese. Hyundai. I don't even know how to pronounce that.
The correct answer is C. Hyundai is actually a Korean brand.
Ah, gosh dang it. People in Korea are gonna be like, obviously that's in Korean, you idiot. You stupid idiot.
To be fair though, like, until I did this research for this quiz, I had no fucking idea Lexus was Japanese. I thought it was like European.
Yeah, alright. See, hear that everyone? I'm only slightly stupid.
Yeah.
Yes!
I mean, it'd be awful with all this Ghibli stuff if I was just like went in too wrong.
I didn't know Lexus was Japanese though. And like when you said that, I was like, this is a trick question.
Dating someone from Korea for 4 years helped a lot. There was nothing but Hyundais and Kias everywhere. My brain is so sync right now.
Do you see a lot of Lexi in Japan even?
Is that the plural form of Lexus?
Oh my god, next you're gonna tell me Ford was actually started in Japan.
Yeah, it's actually pronounced Ford.
No way. I thought Nissan was French.
I hear like the name Lexus so many times in the commercials on TV, so I assume like maybe some Japanese companies think English names so cool.
I mean, Lexus is so American sounding.
All right, feeling good. Hot start, hot start.
Now, question 3 deals with everybody's favorite Japanese thing, and that is, of course, anime.
Hentai.
Oh no. Well, I'm screwed now, aren't I? This is my downfall. This is where it begins.
I love that. I love titties.
Oh, hell yeah. I love anime.
Give me One Piece. That'll be the easiest.
Out of these 4 anime series, which is the longest running? A, One Piece.
Hey, you don't even have to say the other
B,
ones. I'm
B.
picking A.
Are you sure? I can.
Hey,
I can
lock it in. I don't want to hear the rest.
B, Yu-Gi-Oh. C, Detective Conan. Or D, Crayon Shin-chan.
Crayon Shin-chan.
I'll go with Crayon, the Crayon one. I'm going to be really angry if it's One Piece, because I know that's the biggest selling, but I don't necessarily think it's the longest running.
I think it's One Piece because I've heard about how many episodes of One Piece there are, and it's like pretty ridiculous. So I'm gonna go with One Piece because I don't know the other two.
Well, I feel like One Piece is the gimme, so it's not right. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh is the one that's like, oh, that's probably it, because that's been on forever. But then nobody really thinks about Detective Conan or Crayon Shin-chan, and I feel like Crayon Shin-chan is like such an oddball. Like, why would you throw that in if it wasn't true? So I'm gonna go with Crayon Shin-chan.
My instinct immediately is to go with the obvious answer of One Piece, but now that it's like aired episodes, I don't know. Because I know it's the longest running manga, right?
It's not, but go on.
Cut that out. I'm just going to go with the obvious. My brain went to One Piece immediately. I said it before the question. I'll just lock in One Piece. It's probably wrong.
I'm 100% sure it's Detective Conan. Aren't there like a million of those?
This didn't work last time. I'm gonna go for it again. I'm going for the obvious one. I'm going with One Piece. I think Detective Conan's been running a long time, but I know that it hasn't been constant like One Piece has.
I think it's Shin-chan.
I know when Detective Conan started. I remember when One Piece started. I don't remember when Crayon Shin-chan started. I would say Crayon Shin-chan.
It's Detective Conan, 100%. I know this one.
Out of these 4, One Piece actually has the least amount of episodes.
Oh my fucking god. This is...
Ugh. The correct answer is D, Crayon Shin-chan.
No! Yes! Kingerton! Fucking yeah.
Hey, there you go. Ba-boom! I logicked my way out of that one.
I thought Shin-chan was like done. I thought it like stopped.
I got started! I thought it'd be so funny. Dude, I was just like, cool.
Will he ever grow up? Come on.
I saw that on Adult Swim back when I was in like 3rd, 4th grade. There was only like 20 episodes. So how many episodes is there?
So Crayon Shin-chan is the 15th longest running anime series in total, with 1,168 episodes as of this video. Detective Conan comes 2 places after that with 1,068 episodes. Yu-Gi-Oh! Then comes 1 place after that at 18th place at 1,023 episodes. And finally, in 21st place, we have One Piece with 978 episodes. And that's just 15th. Do you know what the number 1 longest running anime is?
Is it Hello Kitty?
I don't think many people outside of Japan know, because it's very culturally rooted in Japan, but it's this show called Sazae-san. It follows the daily lives of the Sazae family. It's been going on since the early 60s, and as of right now, it has over 7,700 episodes.
Fantastic, and I've seen not a single one of them.
Here's the thing. If this was baseball, I just struck out It's a new at bat. We're resetting. Hit me with the fourth one.
Japan turns which of the following into renewable energy? A. Stationary bikes. B. Leftover sushi rice. C. Footsteps at Tokyo train stations. Or D. Crowd noises at sumo wrestling matches.
Wow, I have no idea.
I don't think it's 4. How can you turn noise into energy? If that's happened by now, then the Trash Taste podcast would generate billions of tons of energy. What? No, I'm going to go with number 1. It's got to be number 1. Surely.
You're looking at A, stationary bikes?
I don't want to ruin my perfect streak. But stationary bike, like, who would power that up? Why would they power it up? Where have you got this question from? What is this? If I'm thinking, good energy source, millions, I think like 2 million people pass through Tokyo Station every day. If you could harness that foot power into energy, you could power like a light bulb or something. I don't know. Fuck. I need to get this right though. But then leftover rice. There's probably a lot of leftover rice. Oh, fuck it. All right. Tokyo train station, foot energy. It's got to be that one. Come on.
This is a tough one. This one I really have no idea, so I'm basically guessing. The most realistic one I think would be bikes, because I'm thinking maybe they have something inside of the bikes that charges a battery or something like that, and then they take the bikes and then they take the battery that is now fully charged and they take the electricity or whatever and they put it in something else maybe. The footsteps and the train station, I'm just trying to think of how that technology would work. I have no idea. I'm gonna go with the bikes. Final answer, the bikes.
Or leftover food could be biodegradable energy. That seems like the most, what would you say, realistic answer? I think I heard something about the Tokyo footsteps one, the footsteps at Tokyo Station, so I'm just gonna go with that and say final answer.
It's the train station one, because I think I remember hearing that.
Okay, so you're locking in footsteps at Tokyo train stations. Final answer?
Yeah, it's either that or rice.
Well, which one are you looking at?
Why would it be specifically sushi rice? Because of the vinegar? No, it's the train station one.
I'm trying to think how you convert sound, like a loud crowd, into renewable energy. So my brain is going to rule that one out, but I also ruled out Shin-chan, so I could be wrong. I would say that they would never leave over sushi rice because it's rude to not finish your rice. Let's go with stationary bikes. I know I'm wrong.
I'm just gonna say, if they aren't using C, I don't know if you came up with that. That's brilliant. It's so smart that I'm gonna lock that one in. I don't know how you would do it. That just sounds genius.
Fuck, there are some wacky ones in there. This is so hard. I thought it was gonna be like easy stuff like name a city in Japan. I feel like it has to be the footsteps one. I don't think anything else would really power it, like stationary bikes. Crowd noise at sumo wrestling. I don't know how popular sumo wrestling is, but I don't know how you turn noises, screams into energy. I don't know how that would work.
Well, I don't know if it'll be a clue to you, but sumo is the national sport of Japan, so it is fairly popular.
You said you don't know if that'd be a clue to me, so that's gotta mean something. I'm piecing together some puzzles.
This guy's playing the meta game right now.
It sounds like Dr. Evil shit. Like turning the screams of people into energy for like their secret lair in a volcano or something. I can kind of see how you'd turn like footsteps into energy, kind of in the same way as a bike, just on a larger scale. So like each person would generate a little less than one person on a stationary bike, but with the amount of foot traffic at the trains, I feel like it'd make up for it. Oh my god, this is tough, man. I'm going for it. I like to believe that Japan is extremely futuristic. I'm going with footsteps at the train station.
B. That's the only one that actually seems feasible in my head. I'm pretty confident about this one. I'm locking it in.
If it was a station one, I would have heard about it, but also part of my brain is like, maybe I have heard that. How the fuck would that work? Let's go with 3. That sounds cool to me. I want that to be real.
Sumo wrestling fights, it cannot be that noisy. It's losing some popularity over the years. I would say 1. Yeah, that sounds very legit.
I know there's new technology that came out where cars that break can charge their own hybrid battery. I myself am assuming electricity. C is footsteps on a Tokyo train, which I could believe, because if they were to put like a treadmill underneath, they could use that as the power. And crowd noise at a sumo wrestling. I feel like if that technology existed, I would be more aware of it. So I'm gonna go with C, the footsteps at the train station. What is Japan, man?
The correct answer is C, footsteps at Tokyo train stations.
I was gonna say that. I almost said that one.
I've been a battery the whole time I've been in Tokyo Station.
Incorrect.
Oh, hey! There we go.
Hey, mama freaking Mia! I'm a goddamn Japan master over here.
Oh! Okay.
Yes, let's go! Let's go!
My faint memory serves me well. Thank God there are options to pick from.
Incorrect.
Let's go! Yes, dude! Okay!
There are special floor tiles that capture vibrations that are generated by footfall, which is then stored as energy. And then that energy during the day is used to light up electric billboards around the city.
Now that's amazing. That's Mecha Jozu.
Footsteps. How does that? I don't know. I know what. I don't even want to know how that works. Just hit me with the next one.
Honestly, the sumo one, you should pitch that.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, I mean, sumo wrestling matches happen all the time, right? And people get hyped for it, so why not try and use that in some way?
I don't know how you do that, how you capture noise, but that sounds sick.
Yeah, nobody steal my idea. That's my idea.
This makes me want to go to Tokyo Station and just like jam it out, breakdance and shit. And be like, there you go, you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm lighting up this billboard single-handedly with my breakdancing. Tokyo is well known to be the largest city in Japan in terms of population, but what is the second largest?
Yokohama.
Do you want me to read the choices, or do you just want to lock in Yokohama?
Oh, you've got choices. All right, yeah.
You've done 4 questions of this, you should know. A.
Oh no.
Yokohama. B. Osaka. C. Nagoya. Or D. Kyoto.
I don't know.
I have fucking no idea.
I'm gonna go with B. Osaka. That's the only one that I recognize outside of was Kyoto one. And for some reason in my mind, I have no idea if this is true. Kyoto is like a tourist destination and it's not as highly populated. It's just like a place that people go. I have no idea if that's true or not.
So when people say that, you know, Tokyo is the largest city in the world, they're actually talking about the greater Tokyo metropolitan area. I imagine that the reason Tokyo is able to get up to that point is because the next city over, Yokohama, must be significantly big as well. If not, then I don't think that would be enough to push it over like Mexico City and other like really, really big cities. I am going to lock in, say Yokohama. Hopefully my logic isn't too off.
It's Nagoya. There's a lot of people that live there. There's a whole like film industry there. I don't know. It's like the Los Angeles of Japan.
For me, it's between Kyoto and Osaka. I don't like going with the obvious answers because I feel like it's going to trip me up. So I'm going to go away from Kyoto and say Osaka.
I'm going to cut out Kyoto because that's like the traditional Japan. And I feel like real estate's too expensive for people to live there. I don't know B, so I'm going to ignore what I don't know because I fear it. So I'm in between A and D, but I'm going to go with A.
So you're locking in A, Yokohama. Final answer?
Yeah.
I think it's Osaka. Like, I was gonna say Osaka before you said it. I'm pretty confident in Osaka, actually. Lock that shit in right now. Osaka.
Kyoto. D. I've just heard that a bunch. Like, I've had some friends that have gone to Japan, and I remember them saying that word, and like when you said that, I got a little deja vu. So I'm just assuming that means it's bigger.
Well, Kyoto is always like what people see as Japan, like a touristy place, but I'm not sure if it's actually more populated because of it. But that's just my brain. Osaka or Nagoya I would go, but I'll go with Nagoya.
I know C is not the answer. Nagoya is usually forgotten.
Everybody in Nagoya is just shedding a tear.
I think that was Yokohama. I think we talked about it in history, like a society class. So I would say 1 Yokohama.
Okay, final answer?
Yes.
I've heard of B and D. Now, if I were a gambling man, I think I've picked C too many times. I probably should have picked that one again. And it worked out last time, so you probably wouldn't have put 2 C's in a row because I'm going to have to go psychological on this one, Joey, because I have no idea. Do I have a 50-50 at least or no?
No.
Okay, fucking, I'll go with B, dog. Osaka, because that's the one I know the most.
That question is correct.
You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me.
Nah, you got it, man. You got it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Yokohama is the second largest. You were on a good track too, because you were debating between Yokohama and Osaka. Osaka is actually the third largest after Yokohama. All right, yeah, you got it.
Yeah!
Hey!
You know, it's the one that got away.
I don't even know where Yokohama is.
I wasn't gonna guess Yokohama. My second would have been Kyoto.
You know what's the great thing about this quiz? You might get a question wrong, but you're learning something.
Yeah, give me a tour guide over there after this test conclusion.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, did you know Yokohama is the second largest city? You'd be like, whoa, how does he know that?
You just fucking go wild.
Honestly, there's zero shot I was getting that one right.
Well, I was dead wrong then. Great.
I'm so great about myself.
Yokohama. Oh God. Okay. How have I never heard of that? I've never heard of that city ever. That's crazy.
Well, are you slightly impressed that I knew that Kyoto is a tourist destination?
I am very impressed.
Wow, thank you.
You did very good. But you got the wrong answer, so fuck you. Let's move on to the next question.
Here's what I'm gonna do. It seems like everything I pick is the worst option, so I'm gonna start picking the thing I'd least pick. I'm gonna try that method on this next one.
Which of the following facts about Japan is not true? A. There is one vending machine for every 5 people in Japan. B. Japan's birth rate is so low that adult diapers are sold more than baby diapers. C. Japan has the second highest amount of McDonald's restaurants after the US. And D. If you commit suicide in Japan by jumping in front of a train, the family of the deceased will be charged a disruption fee.
It's the McDonald's one. I think there's more McDonald's in, like, I don't know, fucking Europe or China or something.
I believe Europe is not a country, but would you like to lock in C anyway?
I'm not saying Europe is a country. I'm just saying that there's a lot of McDonald's there.
Sure, there is, but there's also a lot of countries in Europe.
It's between the McDonald's one or the diapers one, because the birth rate is low there. But I feel like I've heard the diaper one before, so it's got to be the McDonald's one.
I feel like it could be the vending machine one. I know there is a lot of vending machines. Can't be for 5 people. It must be like 50 or something. That doesn't make sense. That would be like 20-something million vending machines. Is that possible? I'm picturing the streets of Japan, how many vending machines there are. I think Japan does have the second most number of McDonald's. God damn it, this is a stupid question. This isn't fair. And I know there is a lot of McDonald's. McDonald's I don't know what the plural of McDonald's is. Fuck it. It's got to be A. Because I think, while that's close, I think it's more like one vending machine for every like 10 people or something. I think you've been a little bit sneaky there.
McDonald's is everywhere. I just have a hard time believing that Japan is after the US and nothing would come before Japan. I feel like Canada, just because of its size alone. I'm gonna go with the McDonald's one. I am already regretting it, but I'm gonna go with the McDonald's one.
The cogs are turning in Dogen's brain right now.
I'm almost positive that D is true. They kind of do it to dissuade people. During every commercial break, there's like a commercial for diapers for elderly people, so I think that one's true as well. I think that the vending machine one is kind of like a trick question, because Japan is notorious for having a lot of vending machines, but to me, 1 for every 5 people feels a bit too much, because that would mean something like 25 million vending machines in Japan, and that feels just a little bit too much. I'm going to go with 1, the vending machine one.
The one about vending machines, I don't know if it's an actual fact or if it's like the numbers are slightly skewed in that fact. So it's either... See, that one sounds true as well. The birth rates in Japan are getting lower. I'm gonna go with the... Oh shit. I want all of these to kind of be true, except for the last one, but that was way too specific. So I'll go with the adult... No. Shit. Let's go with adult diapers. Please don't be true.
Okay, I'm gonna say that the last one's true, because you would be fucked up if you made that up. The other one was the diaper one, which I think is so funny that I want it to be true. What was A again?
The first one, A, is there is one vending machine for every 5 people in Japan.
I believe that. I just believe... if someone said that, I'd be like, yeah, it sounds right. But I don't believe C.
So you're going to lock in C, Japan has the second highest amount of McDonald's restaurants after the US?
Yeah, it's like 3rd or 4th, I bet.
I know the adult diapers one is real. I think I can safely say B and D are true. The 1st and 3rd are now tripping me up a little bit. I'm pretty sure the US doesn't even have the most McDonald's in the world. So that's the one that's kind of getting me on edge there. So I'm gonna go with my heart. I think it's the McDonald's. I really do. I'm pretty sure the US doesn't have the most McDonald's in the world. I don't know who does. Maybe it is Japan, but I'm going with McDonald's. I think it is. I think it's C.
I believe the train one. I believe the vending machine one. My gut's telling me it's the McDonald's one. But here's the thing. My gut's been completely wrong. So I'm going to then and assume the McDonald's one is true. And because I'm most confident in the train one, I'm going to then say the train one is false.
5 people per vending machine. That sounds outrageous, but there are a shitload as well. I don't think it's the baby diapers. I can believe the McDonald's. There are a lot of fucking McDonald's. What other country would have McDonald's be? I feel like I've heard that vending machine fact before, but I think the number was like 10 or something. I don't know. Guess well, Felix. I don't know, okay? I don't know. I pass.
I mean, I don't know why you would pass. There's no penalty for answering wrong.
I feel like you're tricking me with the vending machine one. The vending machine is a red herring here. I'm picking it. Get it out.
I'm so debating about the diaper thing. It's just so funny. I don't think adult would pee that much. There are actually a lot of vending machines in Japan. I know a lot of non-Japanese people get surprised. Like there are like a vending machine everywhere where maybe in another country, some gangster would just smash the vending machine and try to take the money. It says how safe Japan is. So I want to believe that A is actually true. I would go with the second one, B, diaper thing.
Oh man, B and D are so believable because I know they did something like that back in the day. They used to execute people with a golden bullet and then charge the family the price of the bullet. I don't know what country did that.
That sounds like something Japan would do.
Yeah, it's very anime. I can imagine that the birth rate is abysmal because with how high quality hentai is in Japan, the majority of people are probably just jerking off rather than banging and having kids. I'm gonna have to go with B because I know the birth rate in Japan is abysmal.
Okay, so you're locking in Japan's birth rate is so low that adult diapers are sold more than baby diapers as a false fact.
Oh, I'm an idiot! Oh shit, wait, only one of these is wrong!
Yeah, only one of these is false, and you have to tell me which one is false.
Oh, the false one! Okay, I believe that one. C. That's the one. I'm sorry.
The lie is actually A. There is one vending machine for every 5 people in Japan.
There's an actual statistic for that, though, isn't there?
Yes, the actual statistic is there is one vending machine for every 22 people in Japan.
See? It's because I heard a statistic that was that rhythm, and I was like, oh yeah, so that's the one.
But the thing is when it reaches a fuckload, my mind turns off, right? Because it's already a fuckload. So if it's a fuckload more than a fuckload, that's still a fuckload to me. All right, that's fine. I feel good about losing that.
Yes!
So it's a trick question.
Okay, that's a lot different than I expected. Because I knew there was a fact about vending machine to people ratio, but I didn't know it was 22. I thought it was like in the 10 range. So.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, Josh started! I thought my strategy would work.
There you go. I knew it was the wrong number. You sneaky snake.
Weird diaper wearing ethnicities. Oh my god.
Shit, dude. I really thought I had that.
Which of these bizarre festivals does not exist in Japan? A. The Belly Button Festival. B. The Crying Baby Festival. C. The Farting Festival. Or D. The Penis Festival.
I know the penis festival is real. The farting one feels real. I want it to be real. That's more my answer. The belly button one just feels like one of those, like the penis festival. There's like a fixation on like body parts and like celebrating that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go with the baby crying one.
If you think of the Buddha statues, they have their bellies on display a lot, so you think they could tie that in. And the baby one sounds annoyingly plausible because of fertility and things like that. The C one, that's just the sort of Joey the Anime Man festival, isn't it? That can't be real. No, C's not real.
The Penis Festival. I'm going to go with the Crying Baby Festival. Final answer. Because I feel like the other 3 are weird enough to actually be festivals, and the Crying Baby one is really specific, but maybe that's what, I don't know. Oh, man.
There are certain things that are done in Japan that would seem very, very odd in the States. I can't remember the Japanese actually, but it's like the oni. like the oni. People will dress up in those and then they'll like scare kids. And like in the West, I think people would be like, oh, that's like a traumatizing thing. That's weird. You know, like,
I mean, to be fair, I don't blame them for thinking that way. It is pretty fucking traumatizing.
It might be feasible in the sense that crying is actually like, what would you say, like it's a sign of being like a healthy baby or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna say that the fart one is not real.
The baby crying festival is just VidCon. Let's go with the farting festival because I feel like that's the most disruptive and unfortunate festival out of all of them.
Penis?
Penis.
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 Farting and penis. I'm gonna keep those in. I will love those. If they don't have them, they should make them. Big fan. Belly button. I don't really know what the whole appeal of a belly button festival is, but maybe it's more like crop top season, and they have a funnier naming convention for it. Oh, I might regret this. I think it's one of these two, and I think I might get it wrong here.
All right. What are you looking in?
I'm flipping a coin. All right, heads. I'm gonna say it's A. Tails. I say it's B. Heads. A. Final answer, Belly Button Festival.
I know C and D are real. I am convinced those two are real. Penis and farting. I mean, fucking Crayon Shin-chan is all about ass and stuff. I'm sure there's penis and farting there. I think it might be belly button because I can at least see how baby crying could be like a festival. The belly button one just sounds like a fetish at one of the adult conferences. My gut has been wrong every time so far today. So let's go against my gut. I want to say belly button, but I'm going to go against it and say baby crying. Final answer.
My gut's telling me it's the penis festival that doesn't exist, but my gut's wrong, so I'm going to go with the farting festival. I can't even say this without laughing.
I feel like the farting one seems least Japanese. Like release of body fuckeroonies. Lock in farting. Get out. Skedaddle.
I understand a berry button, like it's connected to a baby. Baby crying, like it's like, I don't know, it's out of health, like if they're healthy. So I would say, yeah, see? It's the most devious.
B, the crying baby, lock it in. I'm not here to play games, I'm here to get results. Japanese people probably jerk off the belly buttons. Farts are funny. Who the fuck would want a crying baby festival? And D, well, I don't even remember what that one was. What was D?
Penis festival.
Yeah, I mean, that's funny. I can believe that. That's hilarious.
The correct answer was actually the farting festival.
What?
Yep. Japan does not have a farting festival. I totally made that up.
Oh man, I was ready to fucking book a flight for it. I just assumed that was absolutely there.
We can start our own farting festival in, some kind of parking lot and just be like, come on in, just, come and fart with us.
That's a Joey festival through and through.
I'm embarrassing myself.
I knew it! I wanted it to be real. Why can't I ever get nice things?
Let's get the vagina festival going.
Yeah.
Like equality.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Japan. Whip your vaginas out.
Man, really? That sounds like good family fun.
Hey! My thought deduction finally worked!
That's just too gross. Too gross for you in Japan. I appreciate that. Who would go to that? Huh? What would you do?
Have you been to the penis festival? Just be honest.
Yeah, I made a video there, actually.
Let's go! I haven't seen that one. The anime man penis. Oh wait, that's a really bad thing to Google. I'm gonna.
Which of these numbers is considered evil in Japanese culture?
I know that. You don't even need to give me the multiple choice. I know it. It's 4. She, because it means death.
A, the number 3. B, the number 4. C, the number 13. And D, the number 69.
Nice. 13 is bad luck in the States. It's kind of got like a bad rep in Japan as well, but it's probably number 4. The number 4 in Japan is either yong or shi, and shi has the same pronunciation as death. Shi.
It's 4 because of the word shi, meaning death, and sometimes if you go into buildings, the number 4 is missing.
I think it's B, the number 4, because it's somewhere in the back of my mind. I know it's not 13 because that's the US, but for some reason in the back of my mind, that is a fact that I know. And maybe I don't. Maybe I'm about to get that wrong, but I think it's B4.
Well, it's not 69 or 13 because that's Western. It's 4, Joey, and I'm going to lock that in because that's the death number, right?
4, lock it in.
I'm certain it's not 13 or 69. It's just 3 and 4. I'm gonna go gut on this one. I'm pretty sure it's 4.
All right. In the last question, I learned that there's a penis festival. So it seems like they're very open to genitalia. So I don't think 69 would be a problem. 13, that, I know you. You're tricky. You're so tricky. You tried to trick us with One Piece One and a few others. Like, 13 is a problem in America because of that horror film. But no one over there cares. You're just trying to trick me. You think I'm stupid. So we're eliminating those two. And my gut says 3. But my gut's always wrong, which means I'm going with 4. I'm locking in 4.
I think 4.
I would say B. 4 because it sounds like death in Japanese, which is actually my lucky number. I end up getting some like lucky things happening to me with the number 4.
4, I have no idea why the hell that would be evil. And 3, I guess I can see 3 being evil, and not to mention, I don't think you've put A as an answer yet. And this is my 8th question, so mathematically, I should get this one right. And maybe 3 turned on its side. No, 3 is the marking of the beast! The 3 claws! 3! 100%! A, lock in!
The reason why the number 4 is an evil number is because there are 2 ways to say the number 4 in Japanese. The most conventional way is yon, but another way is shi. And shi in Japanese means death.
Yo, I love this. I just literally picked the exact opposite of what I think it's gonna be. Like, I was for sure it wasn't 4, but I was like, fuck it, I'll just pick it.
King of Japan, here I come.
I don't even know where I heard that. It was just somewhere in my mind.
There you go, you knew that. You're so Nihongo Jozu, Aaron, that you didn't even need the multiple choice.
Dude, I'm Jozu as fuck, dude.
I've done myself proud, and that's all I'm here to do.
If someone's like, yo, you want to go to dinner at She, would you be like, this weirdo?
I don't think this is a regular dinner this guy's taking me to.
Thank God I needed that one.
Ah, thank God.
What about number 3? Like, is number 3 bad for in any other languages? Leave some comment.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
I didn't know that. Do you know how I learned how to say 4 in Japanese? Yonhyaku niju moyase.
Japan is known for its wide array of public transport, but especially its trains. But what is the average delay time for trains in Japan? A, 18 seconds. B, 52 seconds. C, 1 minute and 21 seconds. Or D, 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
I feel like I knew this before, because I feel like I read something about the trains being delayed like marginally, like 20 seconds, and people complain to the government about it. So I'm going to go with the lowest number and say 18 seconds.
I think it really must be 14 seconds. I don't think I've ever been on a train that was late at all in the 8-9 years I've been here. I think 50 is too long. A, 18 seconds.
I'm going to go with A, 18 seconds. It all seems very efficient and very, very planned out, and I feel like it would be as low as possible for some reason.
For all of Japan, it would actually probably be 52. But something tells me most of these articles, they probably actually only gather data from like the major train lines, or they chose to use the data that just reflects the largest or the smallest number in order to get a better headline for the articles that you ended up reading.
This guy's literally like playing the metagame of journalism right now.
Again, I think it's either 1 or 2, but I'm going to go with number 1.
It's A, the shortest one.
There was a train that apologized and it made public headlines for leaving 30 seconds early. So I imagine 30 seconds is the cutoff for like, damn, you fucked up. So I'm going to have to go with A. 18.
An 18-second delay in between trains, that doesn't sound possible. I know those trains are nutty, but that doesn't even sound achievable. I think it's actually going to be sub-minute, so I'm leaning towards 52 seconds.
Okay, would you like to lock that in?
No, because something's telling me it actually is 18 seconds, and Japan is just that fucking wild. I think I'm just going to throw the Hail Mary. I'm going 18 seconds. I'm going A.
My gut's telling me 18. And if I didn't just get the last 2 right, I would say 18. But I'm going to just nix 18 because I feel too confident about it, and I'm just stupid. And whatever I think is correct is never correct. Every time I've said D, it's been wrong. So I'm just gutting D. So we eliminated A and D. They're just factually not it. So that brings us to the middle. The answer to the last one was B, and I know you're not going to make 2 answers in a row B, so it's clearly C. I'm locking in C.
I think it's probably the lowest number, but there again, it could be a sneakeroonie, so I'll go with A then.
Because, well, I cannot be confident with the answer. I'm just gonna jump in and say it's C? When you were taking a test, at least in Japan, like growing up, when you don't know the answer, go with C. Like if you have questions.
I'm assuming Japan is a country all about efficiency. As minimal as possible because Japan is very efficient.
That is incorrect. The answer was actually A, 18
wow.
seconds. Yeah.
Oh, impressive. I mean, I wouldn't consider that as delay.
In the UK, it's like 18 minutes.
The fact that there are trains in America where you have to like look up the time and get there and wait 40 minutes, like that sucks.
The fact that it's a country of that many people and that's the average delay time is nuts.
It was just so ridiculous for like someone who lives in, America. It just won't show. And then a day later, they'll be like, yeah, we had a fucksy wucksy. Our guy just did a crystal meth and quit. And then you'll be like, oh, okay.
I can't even wrap my head around how that's even possible. That efficiency is nuts.
Yeah, they can do that, but they can't get rid of the fax machine. It's truly a sad state we live in.
Maybe the fax machines are what enables all of this to happen. Like, maybe they're the catalyst.
The fax machine is keeping the system together.
Yeah, without the fax machine, Japan just fucking crumbles.
I guess that is the downside of completely ignoring your gut and picking what you think is the absolute worst answer possible, is sometimes you pick the worst answer possible.
You figured out your trains. Fucking facts. And your farting festivals. You can't figure out those, huh? You're so smart. Where's your farting festival?
I'm over the moon right now. I'm over the moon. I'm so happy. Let's go!
Now, as you know, Japan is an island country, and it is made up of islands. But how many islands does Japan have in total? A, 6. B, 12. C, 147. Or D, 6,852.
The problem is what is considered an island, And I would imagine you get a little loosey-goosey with it. I assume this includes uninhabited islands even.
I would like to say that all of these islands are named and officially under Japanese law, they are owned by Japan, and I think majority of these are inhabited by people.
Damn. Okay, that sways me. I was gonna go off the rockers. I was gonna go 6,000. This is normal multiple choice theory. You get rid of the outliers. Let's cut one of the lows, one of the highs, and then let me flip a coin. Heads, I'm going low. Tails, I'm going high. 12. Final answer.
6,852. Look, final answer. Do it. Lock it in.
Oh my god. I am going to go with the outrageous answer.
I do think that probably similar to the last question, this is one of those things where it's taken the approach that seems more like bombastic, sensational. So I'm going to go with D.
What was the third one that was like 100 or whatever?
C, 147.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
There could be a lot of tiny little islands out there all clumped together that I don't know about. I'm gonna play it on the safer side. I'm gonna try and guess without going over, Price is Right rules, and say C.
Wow, that last one is not even close to the others, and I think that's either to lure out a dumb person like me, or it's the right answer. We went pure goofball brain off on the last one and it worked. Let's do it again. I'm going for 6,082 or whatever islands in Japan. Let's run it.
I mean, I know there's only a few really large islands, but there's just no way there's not a bunch of micro islands off the... Or is there? Huh. What'd you have for breakfast?
I just had a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee. Both start with C. I'm going with C.
I think it's A or B if I had to guess, unless it's a tricky Rooney. Fuck it, I'll go with 12. I don't know. Why am I getting upset? I don't know.
Main islands are 5, and all those small ones. Because I'm very bad with, making a hunch. I'm just gonna go with this biggest number.
I'm gonna go with B12, lock it in. If these are truly inhabited by human beings, certainly they have to be pretty big. So there couldn't be that many, right? Japan is so small.
The answer was actually D, 6,852.
No! You son of a bitch! You set me up! So how many islands are just a rock? They're counting that?
I don't know about that, but I know for a fact that most of these are named. most of these are inhabited, and the reason why there are so many is because in the southern part of Japan, off the coast of Kyushu and going down to Okinawa is where most of these islands lie. Basically, that entire area, there are so many small islands that are grouped together, it's basically an archipelago.
I was thinking, like when I watch Code Geass, and they constantly like show the world map, and I have this distinct picture of them showing a zoomed out Japan. And I was just like, yeah, I didn't see 6,000 islands on that map. There's not 6,000. That's also what I was thinking in my head.
Oh my god, I can't believe Code Geass lied to you like that.
Yes, jumping on the rock. This is my hat, my winner's king hat. Before the crown comes in the post, I've got this hat to see me through.
Yes! I passed barely.
Hey!
I knew it. It was such a crazy number. I should have just gone for it. I'm not trusting my gut on this one. Fuck.
You talked me out of it!
I didn't talk you out of it. I said I merely stated the fact that most of these are named and most of these are inhabited.
Dude, I was
That's all I said.
so ready to run that one, and then you were like, well, let me just tell you.
You fell for my trap.
You didn't want me on top. You didn't want me to get the respect. I get it. I get it.
I cannot. All right, I'm glad I went with that. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
How in the fuck?
You got yourself a 10 out of 10, which means that you are tied first for the King of Japan.
Thank you. I feel very happy. This has made my day. This is the best Thursday in at least 3 Thursdays. Thank you, Joey. You've made a very happy king.
There you go. You have finished the Ultimate Japan quiz with a 5 out of 10. How do you feel?
50%. I did
50%.
better than I thought I was going to, especially in the beginning. I feel like I was on a roll in the beginning. Thank you so much for having me take this quiz. I'm so glad that I could make you proud.
Luckily, your reputation has been kept intact. You've proven that you have lived in Japan enough years to know your ins and outs about facts about Japan. So congratulations, Togen. You're officially, at this point, the king of Japan knowledge.
I appreciate it. Domo, domo, domo.
Thank you very much, Aaron, for joining in. Unfortunately, you did not become the king of Japan, but hey, you are the king of Japan in your own mind, and I think that's what matters most.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
But alas, you have ended with 5 points, Jacksepticeye.
I feel like I did better than I thought I would, and then some of the ones that I got wrong, I had the right idea in the beginning and then just chose against it for some reason. This is a very fun video. This is a very good idea. Thank you for having me.
Well, there you go. That was the end of the quiz, Ludwig. You scored 6 out of 10, which I think is pretty goddamn good. You passed. That's more than half.
Barely passing. It's a D-. It's good for a 2.0. Actually, a 1.667. So I'll take it. I appreciate you having me on, and it was a pleasure.
You ended up with 4 points.
Almost passing. Let's get it. This was fun, man. Thank you for having me on.
Jimmy, you scored 2 points.
I didn't want to do this. I was forced to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm getting out of here. This was fun. Thank you for having me out.
Your final score, Felix, is 7 out of 10, which is actually not bad at all.
I did better than I thought, but I'll probably end up somewhere above the middle, maybe. I don't know. Thanks for having me on. It was really fun.
Kaho, you ended up with 7 points.
And whenever I answered, I think I got some good reasoning. I don't know.
You definitely got the points that you definitely knew, and then the ones that you weren't too sure about, you made some pretty intelligent guesses. I'd say that was a pretty good job.
Thank you so much for including me.
Tectone, that is the end of the quiz, and you got 2 out of 10. How do you feel?
Let's go! I feel great, dude. I thought I was gonna get 0. Thank you for having me.
So there you have it, guys. How many points did you score? If you scored 10 out of 10 or 1 out of 10, it doesn't really matter because, again, as I said in the video, hopefully with every wrong question that you got, you're 1 fact smarter about Japan for the next time or the first time you come and visit the country. Goes without saying that this video took a very, very, very long time to prepare and make and really get right. So first of all, big shout out to all of the YouTubers and Twitch streamers that came onto this video to show off and flaunt their Japan knowledge or lack thereof. I'm sure I don't have to go tell you guys this, but links to everybody who was in this video is down in the description below, so please go and check them out. And again, let me know in the comments below if you were playing along. How many points did you score? And how did you compare to the YouTubers and Twitch streamers I brought onto this video? Because if there's one purpose that this video serves is that from now on, if you did play along, then you can legitimately say that you know more about Japan than ex-YouTuber or ex-Twitch streamer. So you're welcome. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely want to do more of these kinds of videos again, so if you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below. This was a lot of fun to make. I love making quiz videos and stuff like that. You guys love watching them, and it's a fun, educational time all around. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Like your favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more anime banter, keep watching anime. Ciao!